Students, now let us look at a general analytical model. Why would we require a general analytical model if we have the elegant models like economic order quantity, or we can formulate for a multi-period problem, we can have multi-period inventory models as well. We have discussed. It is still possible that we cannot formulate the mathematical model and obtain a closed form solution. It is possible. Why it is possible? Because the cost functions may not be linear. It might be non-linear in nature. That is, in real practice, this can happen. Your transportation rates might be non-linear in nature. Your carrying cost might be non-linear in nature. आप इस लेवल से ज़्यादा इन्वेंट्री को ट्रांसपोर्ट, आप स्टॉक ज़्यादा ट्रांसपोर्ट कर रहे हैं तो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट पर यूनिट डिक्रीज कर जाए. It would not remain linear. It would become non-linear in nature. The feasible values for the order quantity may be finite. However, it is possible to arrive at the best decision analytically. We can still have some analytical process, analytical procedure that will allow us to reach some conclusion. Now, for clarification of a general analytical procedure, let me take a simple example. Let's say there is an ABC corporation that buys the engines for its lawn mowers from Engines Limited. The annual demand for engine is 4,000. So 4,000 engines need to be you need to buy 4,000 engines for a year. The weight of each engine is 200 lb. The purchase price of an engine is $600 and the cost of placing an order is $20. The handling and inspection cost at ABC's warehouse is 25 cents per CWT. Cotton weight, this is a commonly used unit in warehousing and transportation. 3 trucking carriers are available to transport the motors from the vendor site. So there are 3 available options with you. Carrier 1 can haul a maximum of 10,000 lb at a rate of $9 per CWT. Carrier 2 will haul a maximum of 30,000 lb at a rate of $8 per CWT, subject to a minimum of 20,000 lbs. That means you have to, Carrier 2, in case of Carrier 2, you cannot go for just 10,000 lb, let's say. Itna weight nahi kar sakte. You have to reach the minimum threshold. The minimum threshold is given as 20,000 lb. Carrier 3 will haul at a rate of $7 per CWT, subject to a minimum of 40,000 lb. Yani minimum quantity should be 40,000 lb. Then you will get a rate of $7 per CWT per carton weight. Assuming unlimited warehouse space. Here, for a simple example, I'm not assuming that I have a limited space of warehouse. I have unlimited space and an inventory carrying rate of 25%. Decide on the best transportation alternative. We need to decide whether to go for Carrier 1 or whether to go for Carrier 2 or whether to go for Carrier 3. So the available transportation options and the associated key information are as follows. Option 1, Carrier 1, 10,000 lb would be the weight. The order size 10,000 के लिए आपका एक जो है वो 200 lb का है, तो obviously 10,000 lb would become 50 engines, right? Then how many number of orders you would be placing? It would be 80 and the transportation cost would be 9 given. Average inventory would be 25. Why? Average inventory is just simple 1/2Q. So order size is if 50, so your average inventory would be 25. Then for Carrier 2, 20,000 lb. So your order size would be 20,000 को पूरा करने के लिए, if your one engine weight is 200 lb, so then the order size should be 100. And in order to fulfill the total annual demand, that is for 4,000, how many number of orders I need to place? I need to place 40. For Carrier 1, I had to place 80 orders to fulfill 4,000 annual demand. The transportation cost is given, that is $8 per CWT, and the average inventory would be 1 over 2 Q. So 1 over 2 Q kitna hai? 100. So 1 over 2 Q will be 50. Then carrier 2, I have another option with carrier 2. That is, I can place an order of 30,000 LB tak ja sakta hu. So in that case, my total order size would be 150. And how many orders I need to, or number of orders would be 26.7. That would be 27 orders, not 26.7, because the number of orders should be in a discrete number. But theoretically, it is 26.7. My transportation cost, of course, would be 8, same. And average inventory, which I should maintain, would be 75. That would be 1 over 2 Q. Then carrier 3, 40,000 LB. That is another option. So for that, I need an order size of 200 every time. I need to place 20 orders of 200 each, so that my total demand of 4,000 would be fulfilled. My transportation cost would be 7, and my average inventory would be 200 divided by 2. That would be 100. Now, for carrier 3, we also have an option to transport more than 40,000 LB. We are limiting our options here for simplicity. You can actually calculate the option with 40,000 LB. 40,000 तक आप जा सकते हैं, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन simplicity के लिए मैं उसको नहीं enumerate कर रहा. Handling costs are not considered since they are dependent upon the total number of engines handled per year and not on the order size. तो handling cost को मैंने यहाँ पे neglect कर दिया है. The sample calculation for option 2 are as follows. बाकी calculations you can do it by yourself. So the ordering cost would be given. It's given in the example, that is $20 per order. And how many orders for, as your every order size would be of 50. So for fulfilling 4,000 annual demand, you need to place 40 orders. So 40, your ordering cost would be $20 into 40. That would be $800. Then your transportation cost for $8 per CWT would be, that would be $8 per CWT, and you have 200 CWT per order. That would be 40 orders per year. So 40 into 200 multiplied by 8. So your total transportation cost comes out to be $64,000. Then your inventory cost. So first you have actually calculated the ordering cost. Then you calculated, this is just done for option 2. You have to calculate it for every option. Then you will calculate the inventory cost. Inventory cost would be the 50 engines at $600 multiply by 0.25 जो आपकी given है, so that would be $7,500. Now, it should be noted that transportation cost can be computed directly from the knowledge that one has 4,000 engines, each weighing 2 CWT at a charge of $8 per 100 weight. So 400 into 200 weight multiplied by $8 per 100 weight would become 64,000. आप directly भी calculate कर सकते हैं आप transportation cost को. The resulting cost computations for the 4 options are given below. Based on the total cost of the 4 options, you can actually determine what is the scenario. So what we did, we actually calculated for option 2. The sample calculations are given. So ordering cost 800, your inventory cost 7,500, your transportation cost 6,400, and the total cost is 72,300. In the similar way, you will calculate it for the other 3 options as well. Actually, there is one more option, but we haven't calculated it. So total cost, which one is the minimum? Actually, option 4, it actually gives you the minimum cost. That is what you are looking for. So what we infer from here, that sometimes when we do not have, we cannot formulate a mathematical model. Why in this simple example we cannot formulate a mathematical model, or like we cannot use EOQ? Because the costs were not linear. Transportation cost was not linear here. So what can happen? We can just forego the mathematical models and we can have some analytical model, a simple analytical model that can actually give us some very good solution. Thank you.